Welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser, where we unlock the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you're a coin lover, collector, or just curious about the hidden value of everyday coins, then you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story, rich history, and market value of the 1987 Elizabeth II 1-cent Canadian coin with the famous KG initials. Make sure to watch till the end. You won't believe what this tiny coin could be worth today. Let's begin with the history of this iconic coin. The 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin features the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Canadian artist Arnold Machin. This particular portrait was used from 1965 until 1989, and beneath the Queen's neck you will find the small but very important initials, KG, which stand for George Kruger Gray, the designer of the coin's reverse side, which features the maple leaf twig. The maple leaf design has become a symbol of Canada's identity, strength, and pride. This coin was part of the circulating currency issued by the Royal Canadian Mint, and was struck in bronze, composed of 98% copper, 0.5% tin, and 1.5% zinc. 1987 was a time of growing national pride in Canada, and these coins were produced in large quantities to meet the needs of the economy. Yet, despite their common nature, there are key factors that can make this coin extremely valuable today, including condition, mint errors, and collector demand. Now, let's talk numbers. In 1987, the Royal Canadian Mint produced a staggering 774,549,000 1-cent coins. That's right, over 774 million coins were struck. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a plain edge. With such a high mintage, you might be thinking these coins are too common to be worth anything. But here's the twist: among those hundreds of millions, only a small percentage survive today in pristine, uncirculated or proof-like condition. And that's where the real value lies. The KG initials on the reverse side are often overlooked, but they pay homage to George Kruger Gray, a celebrated designer of Commonwealth coinage. His simple yet powerful maple twig design has stood the test of time, and its appearance on the 1987 penny symbolizes Canada's economic and cultural growth. This maple leaf design, with two leaves on a single stem, has become one of the most iconic Canadian coin visuals. It reflects both national pride and the importance of natural resources in Canada's identity. Now comes the part that coin hunters love: the current market value. If you have a 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin in circulated condition, it's usually worth face value, which is 1 cent. However, in mint state or uncirculated condition, things get interesting. A 1987 Canadian 1-cent coin in MS65 or higher grade can fetch anywhere between $2 to $15 depending on the buyer and the grading. But wait, it gets better. Coins with mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws, have sold for $50, $100, or even more at auctions. If you happen to own a proof-like set with this coin perfectly preserved, the value can be part of a set worth $10 to $30 or higher depending on collector demand. So don't just dismiss that old penny lying around. If it's in great condition or has a rare error, you might be holding onto a small piece of big value. Be on the lookout for any 1987 kilograms pennies that have double striking or doubling on the date, or letters show signs of die cracks or die breaks, are struck off-center or misaligned, appear with unusual coloration or toning, show full red luster without any wear. These are considered desirable by collectors and can significantly increase the coin's value in the numismatic market. So there you have it, an in-depth look at the 1987 Elizabeth II Canadian 1-cent coin with the KG initials. A coin that seems ordinary at first glance but holds a fascinating history, beautiful symbolism, and hidden potential for value. If you've got one of these in your collection, it's worth a closer look. And who knows, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. Share this video with your fellow collectors and let us know in the comments if you own any rare or interesting versions of this coin. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep exploring, and keep discovering the history in your hands. Where we dive deep into the world of rare and historical coins, today, we're exploring the fascinating story, hidden value, and collector's worth of the 1994 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin from Canada. So if you love coin history, money mysteries, and hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more amazing coin content. The 1994 Canadian 1-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is part of a long-standing legacy of Canadian coinage that dates back to the colonial era. This particular coin was minted under the Royal Canadian Mint, and it continues the tradition of featuring the iconic portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side. Designed by Dora de Petithunt, this effigy of the Queen first appeared on Canadian coins in 1990 and remained until 2003. Her elegant and graceful profile became symbolic of stability and heritage throughout the Commonwealth. The reverse of the coin features the maple leaf twig, designed by G. Kruger Gray, a national symbol of Canada that represents strength, unity, and peace. The design had been in use since 1937 and became deeply associated with Canadian identity. In 1994, this penny was struck in large quantities primarily for circulation, and it holds special significance because it was part of the last decade before the Canadian penny began its decline. Eventually, due to rising production costs and low purchasing power, the Canadian government decided to phase out the penny, with the last being minted in 2012. That makes the 1994 penny a part of Canadian monetary history, a coin that once held everyday value, now becoming a collectible relic of the past. In the year 1994, the Royal Canadian Mint produced approximately 624 million 1-cent coins. These coins were made from copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Though not extremely rare in terms of mintage, certain factors like uncirculated condition, errors, and proof sets can dramatically increase a coin's worth among collectors. Now, let's talk about value. A typical circulated 1994 1-cent Canadian coin may not seem valuable at first glance. In heavily circulated condition, it usually holds a value of 1 cent to 5 cents. However, coins in mint state or uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch between $1 to 15 Canadian dollars, depending on the buyer and demand. Now here's the exciting part. Era coins from 1994 are highly sought after by collectors. These may include off-center strikes, die cracks, double die obverse or reverse planchet errors. Such era coins, if authenticated, can be worth $50 to even $300 or more, especially at auctions or online platforms like eBay. If you have a sealed Royal Canadian Mint proof set containing the 1994 1-cent coin, the value may go even higher depending on overall preservation. What makes the 1994 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin from Canada so special is its place in time. It comes from an era when pennies still mattered in everyday Canadian life. Today, it represents nostalgia, history, and a collector's connection to a fading past. As the Canadian penny fades from circulation and becomes a memory, coins like the 1994 cent become even more desirable for those looking to preserve history in their collections. In today's market, the coin's value depends entirely on condition and rarity. Circulated coins, 1 cent to $0.05 uncirculated, MS60 to MS65 $1 to $1.15 error coins, $50 to $300 plus proof set coins, $5 to $20 per set depending on the packaging and market. You can find buyers or sellers on platforms such as eBay, Etsy, Nemista, Canadian Coin and Currency, or coin collector forums. For best results, have your coin professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC.so. There you have it. The story of the 1994 Canadian 1 cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Whether you're a casual collector or a passionate numismatist, this coin is a valuable reminder of Canada's rich monetary history and its royal legacy. Do you have one of these coins in your collection? Have you come across any with errors? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your coin-loving friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode, where every coin tells a story. Coin collectors and history lovers, you're watching the hidden treasures of coins, your ultimate destination to discover the secrets, value, and history behind rare and vintage coins. And today, we're diving deep into a fascinating and often overlooked piece of Canadian coinage, the 2006 Elizabeth II KG 1 cent coin from Canada. This tiny copper-colored coin holds more value and history than you might expect. So make sure to watch till the very end. Let's begin with what this coin really is. The 2006 Canadian 1 cent coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side. This portrait, designed by Susanna Blunt, is particularly famous because it does not feature the Queen wearing a crown, symbolizing a more modern, approachable image of the monarch. Below the Queen's portrait, you'll notice the initials, SB, for Susanna Blunt, and on the reverse side of the coin, where the magic really begins, you'll see a beautiful maple leaf twig, Canada's national symbol, designed by George Kruger Gray. That's where the KG initials come from. This iconic reverse design was first used in 1937 and remained on the penny until it was discontinued in 2012. The KG under the maple leaf stands for Kruger Gray, the artist behind the beautiful double leaf design. His initials are a key point of attraction for Collect Now. Let's talk about 2006 specifically. In 2006, the Royal Canadian Mint struck over 1.2 billion 1 cent coins. That's right, 1.26 billion pennies were produced that year alone. These were made using copper-plated steel instead of solid copper, due to rising metal costs. These coins weighed 2.35 grams, measure 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and have a smooth edge. Their composition is 94% steel, 1.5% nickel, and 4.5% copper plating. While they were mass-produced, certain errors and special mint varieties have made the 2006 penny a hot topic among collectors today. Yes, some 2006 Canadian 1 cent coins come with die cracks, doubling, and even off-center strikes. There's also a magnetic and non-magnetic version, depending on which metal core was used. These differences are not always visible at a glance, but they massively affect the coin's value. Collectors go wild for off-metal strikes struck through error coins missing the last digit of the date, a rare minting issue. So, what's the value of a 2006 Canadian 1 cent coin today? In circulated condition, the coin is generally worth its face value, 1 cent, unless you're looking at special or error versions. But here's where things get interesting. High-grade uncirculated coins, MS65 and above, can fetch $1 to $5. Rare error coins or those with strong doubling, off-center strikes, or die breaks have sold for $25 to $100 or more depending on rarity and demand. A few rare mint-state errors with proof-like surfaces have been listed for over $200 in online auctions. Keep in mind, the actual value depends on condition, rarity, and demand. So if you have a 2006 1-cent coin, get it graded or inspected by a numismatic expert. Even though Canada officially stopped minting pennies in 2012, the 2006 1-cent coin remains a symbol of Canadian heritage. It's one of the final years where the penny was widely used in daily circulation, and today, it's becoming more of a collector's item than just spare change. This coin isn't just copper and steel. It's a piece of history. It reflects Canada's royal ties, national identity, and artistic excellence in coin design. So before you toss that penny aside or spend it, take a closer look. You might be holding on to something that tells a royal story, hides a rare error, or carries surprising value. Do you have a 2006 kilograms 1-cent coin? Check your piggy banks, old drawers, or inherited coin jars, and let us know in the comments what you find. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more in-depth coin stories and hidden numismatic gems. Thanks for watching the Hidden Treasures of Coins, where every coin has a story, and every story has value. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and always remember, some of the greatest treasures are the smallest ones.